Hello, grade 7 students. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mrs. Navodha. In this video, I'll teach you the third lesson of your math textbook, which is about operations on whole numbers. First of all, I'll remind you what the operations are and what the whole numbers are. There are four mathematical operations. They are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And you know, this is the addition symbol, this is the subtraction symbol, this one is for multiplication, and this one is for division. Whole numbers are starting with 0 and it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. In grade 6, you learned how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide two whole numbers. Let's quickly remind with one example. Consider these two whole numbers 4 and 8. We know 8 plus 4 equals 12. 8 minus 4 equals 4. 8 times 4 equals 32. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So basically, we know how to do these mathematical operations with two whole numbers. Now, in the end of this lesson, you will learn how to solve this type of problems, such as 8 plus 3 times 4, 7 minus 4 divided by 2. You can see the difference. There are three numbers and two mathematical operations. But don't worry, I'll teach you from the beginning. So let's start the lesson. Before starting this lesson, let's see what you are going to achieve after learning this lesson. First, you will be able to identify the convention used in simplifying numerical expressions and simplify numerical expressions consisting of whole numbers. Identify the convention used in simplifying numerical expressions. Basically, it means when you get a question like this 8 plus 3 times 4, you will know where to start first. Am I going to add first? Or am I going to multiply first? There is a standard order. That's why they are saying here identify the convention used in simplifying numerical expressions. So once you know that the order of the mathematical operations, you will be able to get a final answer for such questions. That's why they are saying simplify numerical expressions consisting of whole numbers. Once we learn the order of the operations, we'll come to this question. There is a topic, let's read it. Mathematical operations on two whole numbers. We just discussed there are four mathematical operations. They are addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. And this symbol is for addition, this one is for multiplication, this one is for subtraction, and this one is for division. And here they have given basic mathematical operations on two whole numbers. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 6 minus 2 equals 4. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 6 times 2 equals 12. Let's read further. You know how to subtract one whole number from another and how to divide one whole number by another. We just did that here. Here each mathematical operations was performed only once. Yes, here you can see only addition. Here only subtraction. Here only division. Here only multiplication. So notice that each of these expressions, the mathematical operations were performed only once. In this lesson, we discuss how to solve numerical expressions with more than one mathematical operation. There's another topic, let's read it. The order in which mathematical operations in a numerical expression are performed. To explain about the order of mathematical operations, I'll take this question. Okay, read with me. 3 plus 7 times 5. What mathematical operation did you read first? Yes, it's the addition. And second you read multiplication. So that's the order. Let's write down that. The order is addition and then multiplication. This is a numerical expression with 3 whole numbers and 2 operations. What are the 3 whole numbers? 3, 7, 5. Those are the whole numbers. And what are the 2 operations? They are addition and multiplication. Here, addition and multiplication are defined as the operation of this expression. The order in which the operations appear is addition first and then multiplication. So it's easy to recognize because when you are reading this expression, you always start in the left. You always start in the left and you are going to read it like 3 plus 7 times 5. If we consider the expression 15 divided by 3 minus 2, the order in which the operations appear is division first and then subtraction. Yes, you read it as 15 divided by. Division comes first and after that subtraction. So that's the order. When you ask to write the order, you write division first and then subtraction. Here we are just identifying what are the whole numbers and what are the mathematical operations used in a expression and then the order of the mathematical operations. Still not going for the calculation parts, so don't worry. Let's practice this type of questions more before going to calculation part. There is example given in the next page. Write down the operations of the expression 12 times 2 minus 5 times 3 in the order in which they appear. So what is the order of the operations? Multiplication, subtraction and multiplication. Exercise 3.1. For each of the following numerical expressions, write down the mathematical operations in the order in which they appear. Let's do that. Problem number 1. Let's read with me. 5 plus 3 plus 2. So we can write down addition symbol twice. Problem number 2. 6 times 3 minus 6. So first multiplication sign and then subtraction sign. Problem number 3. 10 minus 8 divided by 2 times 3. So the first symbol is subtraction. Then division. After that multiplication. Problem number 4. 11 times 2 plus 5 minus 2. So the first symbol we read is multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. Problem number 5. 24 divided by 6 plus 6 divided by 3. So what is the answer? Division, addition, and again division. In this exercise, you just practiced to recognize the operations and to write down the order in which they appear. What you can see first, what you can see second, like that. Let's get back to the textbook again. Next, we have a topic, simplifying numerical expressions. First, let's discuss expressions that involve only addition. I'll take the same example in your textbook. 8 plus 7 plus 2. I will show you two different ways to solve this problem. Here first I'm going to add 8 and 7. 8 plus 7 equals 15. Then write down the rest of the question plus 2. So what is the answer? 17. Let's write down the same question again. 8 plus 7 plus 2. Now this time I'm going to add 7 and 2 first. 7 plus 2 equals 9. And write down the rest of the question plus 8. What is the answer? Again you got 17. Here we got same answers. So both methods are correct. So what you have to learn here is when you get such expressions that involve only addition. Remember, there should be only addition. The order doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you start the addition. It could be 8 plus 7 first or it could be 7 plus 2 first in this example. So remember, the expression should contain only addition to obey this rule. Now let's see how to simplify expressions involving only multiplication. I'll take this example to explain it. 5 times 2 times 3. First I'll multiply 5 and 2. 5 times 2 equals 10. Multiply 3. 10 times 3 is 30. So the final answer is 30. This is the same question. Now let's try this way. First I'm going to multiply 2 times 3. 2 times 3 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. So you see we got same answer and both ways are correct. So what you have to learn here is when you get such expressions that contain only multiplication, the order doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're going to start, in the beginning, in the middle, or in the end. Turn the next page. Thus, if either addition or multiplication is the only operation in a numerical expression, then irrespective of the order in which the operations are performed, the result obtained is the same. So simply it says doesn't matter where you're going to start when you got either addition or multiplication as the only operation in numerical expression. Next, we have exercise 3.2. Simplify each of the following expressions. Let's have a look. 12 plus 5 plus 8. So this contains only addition. 5 times 8 times 3. This involves only multiplication. And this involves only addition. Here only multiplication. So the order doesn't matter. That's what we just learned. Problem number 1. 12 plus 5 plus 8. First, you can add either 12 and 5 or 5 and 8. I'll go with 12 and 5. 12 plus 5, 17 plus 8. 17 plus 8, 25. Problem number 2. 5 times 8 times 3. This expression contains only multiplication, so the order doesn't matter. I'll start with this one. 8 plus 3 equals 24. 5 comes here. 5 times 24. Let's find out. 24 times 5. 5 times 4, 20. 2 goes here. 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 120. Problem number 3. 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Now you have to add 10 and 8. You will get 18 as the final answer. Problem number 4. 2 times 5 times 4 times 3. 2 times 5, 10. 4 times 3, 12. Now do the multiplication of 10 times 12. It's 120. Now this is the important part of the lesson. In this section you are going to learn how to solve this type of problems. 10 plus 2 times 3. Here you can see different mathematical operations, addition and multiplication. Now these two students try to solve it. The same question 10 plus 2 times 3 and he got 36 as final answer while she got 16 as her final answer. Is it possible to get two answers for the same question? No, it's not possible. Then someone has done it wrong. Let's find out. The question is 10 plus 2 times 3. Let's see what he has done. He has started the question with addition. 10 plus 2, 12. Then multiplication. 12 times 3, 36. So that's how he got 36 as the final answer. Now let's see what she has done. This is the same question 10 plus 2 times 3. She has gone for the multiplication first. 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 10. 6 plus 10 equals 16. That's how she got 16. You see they followed different methods. He started with addition, she started with multiplication, and they ended up with different answers. Now, which method do you think is correct? This one is correct and this one is wrong. I'll tell you why. First, we go for the division and multiplication, then addition and subtraction. Just think, division and multiplication have more power than addition and subtraction. This is just for fun. I hope you'll remember it when you solve the questions. I think now you can see why this one is wrong. Because he went for the addition first beside the multiplication. Let's do some more examples like this. These are the examples. Pause the video and try to solve these questions and then check your answers. Did you get answers for all? Okay, let's check them. Problem number 1. 16 minus 4 divide 2. Here we got subtraction and division, and we go for the division first because it's the standard order. And do you remember I said something about power to remember this? Division has more power than subtraction. So we do the division first. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Write it below the division. 16 comes here. 16 minus 2. Now this question has simplified to 16 minus 2. So what's the answer? 14. Problem number 2. 8 divide 2 plus 4. We have division and addition. We do the division first. You know it has more power. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Write it below. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So this is the final answer. Problem number 3. 30 minus 3 times 5. We have subtraction and multiplication. We go for the multiplication first. 3 times 5 equals 15. 30 comes here. Now 30 minus 15 equals 15. Problem number 4. 7 times 2 plus 4. Here you can see two mathematical operations, multiplication and addition. And we go for the multiplication first. 7 times 2 equals 14. 14 plus 4 equals 18. This is the final answer. Did you get all correct? Mark the correct signs. And this star is for you. Somehow if you have done it wrong, don't worry. Watch the lesson again and practice more. Then you will do it correctly. Okay, so far what we did here is we identified which mathematical operation we should do first between division and subtraction, division and addition. Here multiplication and subtraction, multiplication and addition. But what if you got a question like this? A question with division and multiplication or addition and subtraction. You know, they are like buddies. Division and multiplication are like buddies. Addition and subtraction are like buddies. So what are you going to do then? What's the rule here? So the rule is when you get either division and multiplication or addition and subtraction, we work from left to right. Yes, we work from left to right. I'll show you with some examples. Let's solve this question. 6 times 3 divide 9. Here we have multiplication and division. So remember, there is no such thing as first you should start with division and then multiplication like that. The rule is always start from left to right. In this question, we got multiplication on the left side. So let's multiply first. 6 times 3 equals 18. Now divide 18 by 9. Answer is 2. Okay, for the next question, I'm using the same whole number 6, 3 and 9. 6, 3 and 9. But this time division comes on the left side and the multiplication comes on the right side. Now where are we going to start this question? Remember the rule, when you got multiplication and division, you always start from the left side to right. So let's do the division first. 6 divide 3 equals 2. Now this part multiply 9. 2 times 9 equals 18. So this is the final answer. Now the same rule applies for the addition and subtraction. 10 minus 7 plus 5. We work from left to right. 10 minus 7 equals 3. Now 3 plus 5 equals 8. Now let's use the same whole numbers 10, 7 and 5 and switch the operations this time. Now the question is 10 plus 7 minus 5. We start from left to right. 10 plus 7 equals 17 minus 5. 17 minus 5 equals 12. There are 10 examples on the 24th page. Now let's discuss them all. Example number 1. 7 minus 4 plus 5. Here we have only subtraction and addition. So the rule is to start from left to right. What we have on the left? It's subtraction. Then let's do that. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Now 3 plus 5 equals 8. This is the answer. Example number 2. 80 divide 10 times 5. So what you got here? You got division and multiplication. So the rule is start from left to right. So what you have on the left side? You have a division to do. 80 divided by 10 equals 8. 8 times 5 equals 40. Example number 3. 4 times 6 divide 3. We got multiplication and division. So the rule is start from left to right. Therefore, we starting on the left side. 4 times 6 equals 24. Divide 3. What is the answer? 24 divide 3 equals 8. Example number 4. Simplify 25 plus 10 minus 7. So here you got addition and subtraction. Then we have to start on the left side. So let's do the addition first. 25 plus 10 equals 35 minus 7. What is the answer? 28. Example number 5. 28 divide 2 minus 3. Here you got division and subtraction. So we are going to start with the division because it has more power than subtraction. 28 divided by 2 equals 14. 14 minus 3 equals 11. Example number 6. 50 minus 10 times 3. Here you got subtraction and multiplication has more power than subtraction. So let's do the multiplication first. 10 times 3 equals 30. Write it below. Now 50 minus 30 equals 20. Example number 7. 18 times 5 minus 62. You got multiplication and subtraction has more power. Therefore, we are going to start with the multiplication. 18 times 5. 5 times 8 equals 40. 4 goes here. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 90 minus 62. What is the answer? 28. Example number 8. 50 minus 10 divide 2. We are going to start with the division because it has more power than subtraction. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Now 50 minus 5 equals 45. Question number 9. 5 plus 6 divide 3 plus 2. Now this question may look bit difficult for you because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 whole numbers and 1, 2, 3 mathematical operations. But actually it's not. So how we are going to look at this question first? First, identify what the mathematical operations are. You got addition, division, another addition. Now think about who has more power. Yes, division has more power than addition. So we are going for the division part first. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Let's write that, and let's write these terms and operations below. Now look at this expression 5 plus 2 plus 2. I will write it again here 5 plus 2 plus 2. Now all you have to do is add these three numbers. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 7 plus 2 equals 9. So it's simple as that. Question number 10. 2 times 12 divide 3 times 5. So what are you going to do first? You have to identify what the mathematical operations are. You got multiplication. Here division. Here another multiplication. So what is the rule here? The rule is start from left to right. First we are going to do this multiplication. Forget about other things. Just do the multiplication. 2 times 12 equals 24. And now write down the rest of the question. Don't go for the calculation. Just write down the rest of the question as it is. Now you got 24 divide 3 times 5. Again, what you have to do here is identify the mathematical operations. You got a division and multiplication. So what is the rule? Start from left to right. Then let's do this division first. What is the answer for that? 24 divided by 3 equals 8. Now write down the rest of the question, which is multiply 5. Okay, now this question has simplified to 8 times 5. So the answer is 40. Always try to solve questions step by step. Just do one calculation at a time. Then it would be easier to simplify these type of questions. Next we have a exercise 3.3. Question 1. Place a correct sign next to the correct statements and a wrong sign next to the incorrect statements. Look at this one. On the left side, they have given expressions here in each question. See, there are expressions. And on the right side, they have given answers for each question. Now you have to check if the given answer is correct or not. So that's what we do here. Question number 1, row number 1. Let's write down the expression 8 minus 5 plus 2. Now we know we should start from the left. 8 minus 5 equals 3. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So the answer is 5. But here they have given the answer is 1. So this statement is incorrect. Now let's write down the statement. 8 minus 5 plus 2 equals 1. This is the statement that they've given to us. And this statement is wrong. Row number 2. 12 times 3 minus 11. So here they have given the answer is 25. Let's see if that is the answer or not. Here you got multiplication and subtraction. We are going for the multiplication first. 12 times 3 equals 36. 36 minus 11 equals 25. So yes, this statement is correct. Now let's write down the statement. 12 times 3 minus 11 equals 25. And this statement is correct. Row number 3. 7 plus 18 divided by 6. Here you got addition and division. We go for the division first. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. We have 7 here. 7 plus 3 equals 10. This is the final answer. The given statement is correct. They have given the 10 as the final answer. Now write down the statement. 7 plus 18 divided by 6 equals 10 and mark the correct sign. I'll solve row number 4 here. Row number 4. 5 times 6 divide 3 plus 7. They are saying it equals to 3. Let's check that. You got multiplication, division and addition. Let's leave the addition part to the end and see you got multiplication and division. The rule is you have to start from the left, which means you should do the multiplication first. 5 times 6 equals 30. So this 30 is for the 5 times 6. Now write rest of the question down below. Divide 3 plus 7. Here you got division and addition. You go for the division first. 30 divided by 3 equals 10 plus 7. 10 plus 7 equals 17. 17 is the final answer. But here they are saying 3 is the final answer. Therefore, this statement is incorrect. Let's write down the statement. 5 times 6 divide 3 plus 7 equals 3. So this statement is wrong. Question number 2. Simplify the following expressions. Question number 2, row number 1. 10 times 4 plus 17. You got multiplication and addition here. We go for the multiplication first. 10 times 4 equals 40. 40 plus 17 equals 57. Row number 2, 8 times 3 plus 5. According to the standard order, we do the multiplication first. 8 times 3 equals 24. 24 plus 5 equals 29. Row number 3, 14 divide 7 times 5. Here you got the division and multiplication. We start from the left. So let's do the division first. 14 divided by 7 equals 2. 2 times 5 equals 10. Row number 4. 448 plus 12 divide 3. Here we go for the division first. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Here we have 448. 448 plus 4 equals 452. Row number 5. 7 times 200 plus 108. Let's do the multiplication first. 7 times 200 equals 1400. 1400 plus 108 equals 1508. Row number 6. 8 times 9 minus 61. 8 times 9 equals 72. 72 minus 61 equals 11. Row number 7. 100 minus 7 times 8. Let's do the multiplication first. 7 times 8 equals 56. Subtract 56 from 100. You will get 44. Row number 8. 195 minus 12 times 10 divide 5. We got subtraction, multiplication and division. Forget the subtraction for a moment and look on this part. Here we got multiplication and division. Then we are going to work from the left. Write down 195 as it is. 12 times 10 equals 120. Divide 5. Here we done only the multiplication part. Now you got subtraction and division. Then we go for the division first. 120 divided by 5. Let's see 120 divide by 5. How many 5s are there for 12? 2. 2 times 5 equals 10. Subtract 10 from 12, you got 2. 0 goes here. How many 5s are there for 20? 4. 4 times 5 equals 20. Remaining is 0. So you got 24 Here, by subtracting from 195, we got 171. This is the final answer. Problem number 9. 7 plus 5 times 37 plus 278. Let's do the multiplication first. 5 times 37. Let's see 5 times 37. 5 times 7 equals 35. 3 goes here. 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 3, 18. 185. 185. 278 plus 7. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 13 plus 7 equals 20. 2 goes here. 2 plus 8, 10. 10 plus 7, 17. 1 goes here. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. Answer is 470. Okay, let's get back to the textbook. We were discussing these two students' opinions on this question. 10 plus 2 times 3. And we learned that first we have to perform all divisions and multiplications working from left to right, and then all the additions and subtraction from left to right. Here it's mentioned, we call this the convention, or you can say the standard order of the mathematical operations. So this is the same question, 10 plus 2 times 3. According to the rules, we go for the multiplication first. 2 times 3 equals 6. And then addition, 10 plus 6 equals 16. Okay, so if the expression only has subtraction and addition, like this, 10 minus 7 plus 2, we do the calculation from left to right. So first we are going for the subtraction and then addition. 3 plus 2 equals 5, like that. Here they have given another example, 6 plus 7 minus 2. The rule is start from left to right, so we go for the addition first. 6 plus 7 equals 13. 13 minus 2 equals 11. Now look at this expression. It contains only multiplication and division. We are going to start from the left. 36 divided 6 equals 6. Then multiplication, 6 times 3 equals 18. There is another example. We do the multiplication first. 36 times 6 equals 216. And then we do the division. 216 divided 3 equals 72. Okay, now look at this topic. Simplifying expressions which only subtraction or division appears several times. Earlier we discussed how to solve expressions that contain only addition and multiplication. Let me remind you again. Okay, as you can see, I've used same whole numbers 36, 6 and 3 for all these topics. Now for these types of expressions, the key thing to remember is that there are no specific rule about where you have to start first. For example, you can start this question by adding 36 and 6 first and then 3. Or you can start here 6 plus 3. Both ways are correct. And the same rule applies for the multiplication as well. You can multiply 36 by 6 first and then by 3. Or you can multiply 6 by 3 first and then by 36. Both ways are correct. I'll show you the calculation part. 36 plus 6 plus 3. 36 plus 6 equals 42. 42 plus 3 equals 45. Or you can do the calculation other way. 36 plus 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3 equals 9. 9 plus 36 equals 45. Both ways are correct. Now let's do this question. 36 times 6 times 3. 36 times 6 equals 216. 216 times 3 equals 648. Here I'll start with 6 times 3. 6 times 3 equals 18. 18 times 36 equals 648. And these both ways are correct. Now when it comes to expressions with only subtraction or only division, there is a specific rule. The rule is you should start from left to right. So let's see how we can solve this question. We start on the left side. 36 minus 6 equals 30. 30 minus 3 equals 27. So this is the way to do that. Now let's do this question. 36 divided by 6 divided by 3. We start on the left side. 36 divided by 6 equals 6. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. This is the final answer. So remember, when you get expressions involving only subtraction or only division, we performed from left to right. They have mentioned it here. When simplifying expressions involving only subtraction or division, the order in which the operations are performed is from left to right. Here they have given two examples. 10 minus 3 minus 2. So first we go for the 10 minus 3. You get 7. Then 7 minus 2 equals 5. The other example is we just discussed 36 divided by 6 divided by 3. Earlier we discussed these 10 examples and also we discussed exercise 3.3. So our next topic is simplifying expressions with brackets. Okay, you already know that first we perform all divisions and multiplications working from left to right. And then we do all addition and subtractions working from left to right. Now it's time to introduce brackets. Ta-da! Here comes the brackets with their superpowers. I hope this presentation will paint a clear picture that we should perform the operations inside the brackets first. That means we solve any calculations inside the brackets before we move on. And then after we've taken care of the brackets, we'll perform all the multiplications and divisions working from left to right. Finally, we'll do all the additions and subtractions working from left to right. Okay, now with that in mind, let's solve these questions. Here we can see division brackets and subtraction inside the brackets. So the first thing we are going to do is focus on the brackets. That means we'll solve what's inside the brackets first. 12 minus 7 equals 5. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. So the answer is 4. Question number 2. We go for the brackets first. That means add 10 and 12 first. 10 plus 12 equals 22. Now let's write down the other parts as it is. 5 times 22 divide 11. So also notice there's no need to put brackets here again. Once you've done the calculation, the brackets are not necessary. Now look at here, you got multiplication and division. So you work from left to right. 5 times 22 equals 110. 110 divide 11 equals 10. This is the final answer. Look at this question. You got addition, multiplication, brackets, and what's inside the bracket is addition again, division, subtraction. You got all 5 mathematical operations. First we go for the brackets. That means you have to add 10 plus 2. What is the answer? 12. And there is no need to put brackets for the 12 because you've done the calculation. Because you have solved what's inside the brackets. So there's no need to put brackets like this. Let's write down the rest of the question as it is. Now we are going to focus on the multiplication and division and we are starting from left to right. So first you have to do this multiplication. 5 times 12 equals 60. Now write down the rest of the question. 60 divided by 3 equals 20. Here you can write 8 plus 20 minus 4. Now all you got here is addition and subtraction. So the rule is start from left to right. Let's do this addition first. 8 plus 20 equals 28. 28 minus 4 equals 24. This is the final answer. Now let's get back to the textbook. Simplifying expressions with brackets. Here they explain why we use brackets with an example. Let's see. A practical examination in music is held over 6 days. Each day, 12 candidates participate in the morning session, while 8 participate in the afternoon session. Let us find the total number of candidates. So, how can we find the total number of candidates? We get the number of candidates attended in a day and then we multiply it by days examination held over. So in the morning session, 12 students were participated and 8 in the afternoon session. Now 12 plus 8 gives the total for the day. The total for the day. To find out how many for 6 days, we have to multiply this by number of days. Multiply by number of days. So I am going to multiply it by 6. Now tell me, is this correct? No, this is not correct. Because look at this expression, you can see addition and multiplication. According to the rules, you are going to do this multiplication first and then addition. But this is not what we want to do. We want to do the addition first. That's why we use brackets like this. And when you write multiply by 6, this expression gives the idea of first do what's inside the brackets. So tell me, how you express that you want to do the addition first? You put brackets. So now you may have understand how important the brackets are. The idea of this expression 12 plus 8 times 6 is totally different without brackets. Let's find the answer to this question as well. 12 plus 8 equals 20. 20 times 6 equals 120. Here they have done that part. First they have written number of candidates in each morning session. It's 12. And then in afternoon session it's 8. And then 12 plus 8 within brackets times 6. So the answer is 120. We also discussed this part, the convention of the mathematical operations. First we go for the brackets and then all the multiplications and divisions working from left to right. Finally, all the additions and subtractions working from left to right. Here are some examples with brackets and we discussed 1, 2 and 3. Now look at example number 4. The pencils in 5 boxes. 5 boxes, each of which contains 12 pencils, are divided equally among 4 students. Write down an expression for the number of pencils a single student receives and simplify it. So first, let's find out the total number of pencils and then we can divide it by 4, the number of students. There are 5 boxes. Each contains 12 pencils. 12 times 5 gives the total number of pencils. Now we have to divide this by number of students. It's 4. So this is the expression. Let's solve this one. First we go for the brackets. 12 times 5 equals 60. 60 divided by 4 equals 15. So that means each student receive 15 pencils. Example number 5. Nimal plucked 47 mangoes from a tree in his garden. He kept 18 in his possession and sold the rest to his neighbor at 9 rupees per fruit. Write down an expression for the total amount of money Nimal earned in rupees by selling the mangoes and simplify it. So you have to write down an expression for the total amount of money that he earned by selling mangoes. First of all, he plucked 47 mangoes. Let's write that down, 47. And then what he has done? He kept 18 for him and then sold the rest of mangoes. So, to find out how much he sold, we have to subtract 18 from 47. Now again, what gives you 47 minus 18? It is the number of mangoes that he sold. Now look at here, at what price he sold these mangoes? 9 rupees per mango. Now to find out total amount of money, we have to multiply this by 9. So this is the expression. Let's simplify. 47 minus 18 equals 29. Let's see, 29 times 9. 9 times 9 equals 81. It goes here. 9 times 2 equals 18. 18 plus 8, 26. So the answer is 261. Now this 261 is in rupees. So you have to write down the statement saying that he earned this much money by selling mangoes. Let's write that down. Total amount of money Nimal earned equals 261 rupees. This is the final answer. Okay, now look at this expression. Here you learn something new. Now comparing these two expressions, you can see there is a multiplication symbol, but there is not. But still these two expressions give the same meaning. So what you have to learn here is when you see a expression like this, like what? There is a number in front of the brackets, and in between the number and the brackets, there is no mathematical operation in here. So you should know actually there is a mathematical operation, and that is the multiplication. So this expression can be written as 9 times 47 minus 18. Close the bracket. These are same and both are correct. Okay, now let's write some expressions like this. 2 times 11 minus 3. How can you write this? You can omit this multiplication, or you can remove this multiplication and just write down 11 minus 3 within brackets. So these are same. Example number 6. The taxi fare for the first kilometer is 50 rupees. It is 40 rupees for each kilometer above the first. Write down an expression for the amount paid by a passenger who enjoyed a ride of 12 kilometers. Simplify your expression. Okay, they have given the answer here. Now I'll explain it to you. Okay, now let's think. This is the road and this is where you start your journey. Now let's say this is the first kilometer, this is the second kilometer, third kilometer, fourth kilometer, like that. Okay. So somewhere here this is the 12th kilometer. You have to write down an expression for the amount paid by this passenger, and he enjoyed a ride of 12 kilometers. Okay, so for the first kilometer, the taxi fare is 50 rupees. They have given it here. And each kilometer above the first, they are charging 42 rupees. For this kilometer, they are charging 42. For this kilometer, 42. Like that. So first you have to find out how many kilometers are there from 1 to 12. How to find that? You have to subtract 1 from 12. Now these are the kilometers. And to find out the taxi fare for these kilometers, you have to multiply this by 42 rupees. So this expression has given you the amount you paid to ride this far. What about this first kilometer? They charged 50 rupees. So you have to add that 50. Okay, now this is the expression. Let's simplify it. You see here brackets, multiplication, addition. First you go for the brackets. 12 minus 1 equals 11. 11 times 42 plus 50. Now 11 times 42. Let's see. 11 times 42. 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 4, 4. Again here 42. Take the sum, you will get 462. 462 plus 50 is 512. Finally, you can write down the total amount paid is 512 rupees. Next, we have exercise to do. Exercise 3.4. Question number 1. Simplify the following expressions. Let's do that. Row number 1. 12 plus 8, close the bracket, minus 15. So we first go for the brackets. 12 plus 8 equals 20. 20 minus 15 equals 5. Problem number 2. 35 minus, open a bracket, 14 plus 9. Let's solve the brackets first. 14 plus 9 equals 23. 35 minus 23 is 12. Problem number 3. 7 times 12 minus 7. Now we know there is a multiplication in here. So we can write that down 7 times. What you get here, 12 minus 7 is 5. Now 7 times 5 equals 35. Problem number 4. 108 plus 3 times, open a bracket, 27 minus 13. Let's solve the brackets first. 27 minus 13 equals 14. Here you got addition and multiplication. Let's do the multiplication first. 3 times 14. 3 times 4 equals 12. 1 carried away, 3 times 1, 3. 1 more, 4. So you got 42 here. 108 plus 42 is 150. Problem number 5. 24 divided by, open a bracket, 17 minus 5. Let's solve the brackets first. 17 minus 5 equals 12. Now 24 divided by 12 equals 2. Problem number 6. 3 times 5 plus 2, close the bracket, times 8. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 3 times 7 times 8. Here you got only multiplication. So you can start either 3 times 7 or 7 times 8. It doesn't matter where you're going to start. 3 times 7 equals 21. 21 times 8 equals 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 2, 16. Answer is 168. Problem number 7. 31 plus 16 divided by 4. What you get here, 16 divided by 4 equals 4. Now let's add 31 and 4. The answer is 35. Problem number 8. 73 minus 8 times 9. Let's solve the brackets first. 8 times 9 equals 72. 73 minus 72 equals 1. Problem number 9. 19 times 10 plus 38. 19 times 10 equals 190. 190 plus 38 equals 228. Problem number 10. 475 minus 30 divided by 6. Let's solve the brackets first. 30 divided by 6 equals 5. 475 minus 5 equals 470. Question number 2. Let's read it. an international call to a certain country costs 7 rupees for the first minute and 4 rupees per minute thereafter. Write down an expression in rupees for the cost of a 10 minutes long international call. Simplify your expression. So you have to write down this expression in rupees. Okay? For the first minute, they are going to charge 7 rupees. And for the rest of the minutes, they are going to charge 4 rupees. Now to find out the charge, you have to multiply the minutes by its cost. So for the rest of the minutes, how we are going to write that down? 10 minus 1. 10 is the total minutes of the call. And here you subtract the first minute. Then you can get the rest of the minutes. To find out the charge, let's multiply this by 4. Now this is the expression. Let's solve it. 10 minus 1 equals 9. 9 times 4 equals 36. 36 plus 7 equals 43. Now this is the total cost of this 10 minutes long international call. Let's write that down. Question number 3. Write down an expression for the number of 2-liter bottles that can be filled with a fruit drink made from 8 liters of water and 4 liters of fruit juice. Okay, now think you are going to make a fruit drink with 8 liters of water and 4 liters of fruit juice. So altogether there's 8 plus 4. This much drink you have now. Now the question is how many numbers of 2-liter bottles you need to fill in. So what we do? We divide this 8 plus 4 by 2. So this is the expression. Here they are not asking to solve it. Write down an expression for this. That's it. That's the question. So this is the answer. But if you are thinking to find out how many bottles do you need to fill this drink, let's find that out. 8 plus 4 equals 12. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. So you need 6 bottles to fill that drink. Question number 4. Simplify the following expressions. Room number 1. 30 divided by 10 times 5. Here you got division and multiplication. So I think you can remember the rule. The rule is start from left to right. So let's do this division first. 30 divided by 10 equals 3. 3 times 5 equals 15. Room number 2. 40 times 10 divided by 5. Let's do the multiplication first. 40 times 10 equals 400. 400 divided by 5 equals 80. Room number 3. 400 minus 20 times 10. Here you got subtraction and multiplication. Let's do the multiplication first. 20 times 10 equals 200. 400 minus 200 equals 200. Room number 4. 30 divided by 10 times 3. We have brackets here. Let's do that first. 10 times 3 equals 30. Now 30 divided by 30 equals 1. Room number 5. 40 divided by 10, close the bracket, times 8. 40 divided by 10 equals 4. 4 times 8 equals 32. Room number 6. 3 plus 7 times 5. Let's do the multiplication. 7 times 5 equals 35. 35 plus 3 equals 38. Room number 7. 6 divided by 2 plus 7. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 3 plus 7 equals 10. Room number 8. 24 times 3, close the bracket, divided by 8. So we do the brackets first. 24 times 3. Let's see. 24 times 3. 3 times 4 equals 12. 1 carried away. 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So you got 72 divided by 8. What is the answer? 9. Question number 9. 24 divided by 3 times 4. Let's do the brackets first. 3 times 4 equals 12. Now 24 divided by 12 equals 2. Question number 10. 3 plus 6 times 5 plus 4, close the bracket, divided by 3 minus 7. Now this expression is quite lengthy, but we know where to start first, so it doesn't matter. Let's start with the brackets first. 5 plus 4 equals 9. 3 plus 6 times 9 divided by 3 minus 7. Now look at here, you got addition, multiplication, division and subtraction. And here you focus on the multiplication and division. So the rule is start from left to right. That means we go for the multiplication first. 6 times 9 equals 54. Let's write down the rest of the question. 3 plus 54 divided by 3 minus 7. Now let's do the division. 54 divided by 3 is 18. 3 plus 18 minus 7. So it has simplified to this. Now let's do the addition first. 3 plus 18 is 21. 21 minus 7 equals 14. This is the final answer. Question number 11. 10 plus 8 times 11 minus 3, close the bracket, times 4 minus 4. So let's do the brackets first. 11 minus 3 equals 8. 10 plus 8 times 8 times 4 minus 4. Now here you got two multiplications. You can do that multiplication at once, like 8 times 8 equals 64. 64 times 4, let's see. 4 times 4 equals 16. 1 carried away. 6 times 4, 24. Plus 1, 25. So we did this expression at once and we got 256. Now 10 plus 256. What is the answer? 266. 266 minus 4. It's 262. This is the final answer. Here they have given a summary. Let's read that. The convention followed when simplifying expressions involving whole numbers and the operations. What are the operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division and brackets. In the summary, they have mentioned again what is the order of the mathematical operations. First, we perform any calculations inside brackets. Then, all multiplications and divisions working from left to right. And finally, we perform all additions and subtractions working from left to right. Okay, this is the end of the lesson. I hope you find it useful. Subscribe and click the notification so you'll be notified when I upload more lessons. Thank you everyone. See you in another video.